Hello everyone. In today's video, let's have a quick look at Dent's price action and about the token holders count which is increasing every day on a daily basis. So those are the two things I'm going to highlight and compare with few other tokens on what's the numbers they have um, against the token holders. So if you look at Dent, the number of token holders have been constantly on the increase since the start of January 2021. So it's been like 4 months now. So since 4 months, we have accrued like roughly close to 26,000 new token holders. So which is quite a big number compared to where it was a year ago. And in terms of price as well, Dent has performed quite well, but it's always good to get on the dips. And right now, if you look where Dent is positioned, if you look at, I made a chart around 3 months ago. So if you look at here, if you had bought at 0.0017, let's say, and put $1,000 on it, and if we officially we touch the price up to 0.2 cents, 2 cents actually, so that is like your $1,000 would have got you $12,000 in returns. So that's pretty incredible. And even now, if you had to buy at let's say 1 cent right now, so if you have to buy it at 1 cent right now, and if it has to hit, let's say, 10 cent, which is the previous all-time high, still you will be able to make $11,000 if you have the patience to wait. So right now, let's say you get in at 1 cent and put $1,000 as your initial investment. This is just a metrics that I'm showing. I'm not making an investment advice or anything of that kind, so I am not qualified. Let me make it clear. So if you look at this just Excel spreadsheet, just simple maths here. So if you have to hit 10 cents, then you might be getting a decent 10x return from here. So which is not too bad compared to what a penny token could do. So let's make an analysis over here. So how much your $1,000 could get you at current price? So $1,000 you could get roughly close to 85,000 DENT tokens, which is not too bad still, because what I feel is it has got quite a lot of potential for growth. And if you look at other tokens like, let's say, Uniswap, which is also another ERC20 token, so they have close to 226,500 token holders. That's an insane amount of token holders. And Dent right now stands at 61,700. It's close to 62,000. So probably Dent could easily hit somewhat close to 75,000 token holders by before Q2 2021, which is end of June 2021. And remember, there's a lot of news awaiting for Dent in the next couple of months. They have a new partnership with Open Team Labs, and they are trying to launch a new integrated mobile app version which allows you to make video calls and chat rooms, and pretty much like what Skype for Business does. So that's a very interesting bullish news that awaiting Dent in the next 3 months. So let's watch out and see how Dent plays out in the next 3 months. And I have a strong feeling that Dent could easily get at least another 20,000, 15,000 token holders, and we could be quite close to 75,000 token holders by end of June 2021. And being today the last day of April, so Dent is pretty much holding at 1 cent since start of January. Now if you compare the price, it has done pretty good thing. And if you go search for Dent Coin right now, we see quite a lot of videos coming out for Dent, which is quite interesting, because 3 months ago, 4 months ago, there was no one making any videos about YouTube on the YouTube about Dent. And now we are seeing a lot of YouTube's videos made by a lot of new people interested in Dent, but still we don't see a lot of big YouTubers making any videos about Dent yet, because that's probably the case that they haven't bought into Dent still. So probably once it gets to 5 cents, they might jump in and buy at the peak price. Good luck for them, I would say. But if you look here, the market cap is being held very steady at 1 billion right now. And another thing we have to keep in account with Dent is right now the eSIM market is pretty new. And if I made a comparison against a lot of other um, uh, competitors for Dent, so they all don't have much downloads on the Play Store compared to what Dent has. Dent has got close to 5 million downloads on Play Store, which is pretty incredible sign. So someone getting into Dent would really be surprised to have that kind of numbers, I would say. So let's watch out and see how it turns out, because from my opinion, Dent is pretty much doing very well. And I picked up 12 different countries which don't have international roaming agreement. So those 12 countries, they have a very huge population, which is close to 2 billion. So like China, Turkey, Mexico, Thailand, South Africa, Canada, Argentina, Japan, Malaysia, Australia, and Kenya. These 12 countries, they don't 12 11 countries, they don't have an international mobile roaming agreement. So since they don't have roaming agreement, the charges for mobile data on those countries are quite high. And if you have to compare the number of tourists they get close to 328 million tourists. So that's a pretty good big number. So right now there's no travel to those countries, and we don't have many eSIM users as such. So that's why we don't see that much adoption when it comes to Dent eSIM. So once after the COVID-19 virus settles and the travel bans are lifted, we are going to see quite a lot of tourists surge. So a lot of people will start buying eSIM. We already have 1 billion, more than 1 billion mobile handsets which are already having eSIM support. So once travel ban gets lifted off, you can see at least a lot of Dent people, at least let's say 5% of the people, which is close to 16 million tourists holding 5,000 Dent tokens, would just take out 82 billion of supply out of the supply. So imagine, even just let's say 1% of the supply, that will take out 16.5 billion. So, and that puts the number of token holders, I mean token, not the token holders, number of people buying and holding 5,000 Dent tokens in the app. So that I think 5% is pretty realistic number, from my opinion. So even 3% is pretty mid range. So that will take out 50% of the supply from the cryptocurrency exchanges. And that these numbers we haven't seen yet, because travel ban is still exists and people couldn't travel to these countries. So that's why we are not seeing this 50 billion wipeout happening, and a huge demand for Dent tokens not happening yet. And remember, I have been keep on emphasizing and asking people to take the number of tokens. Right now, uh, the, the, the number of tokens held is close to 49 billion. So that's quite a big staggering number. So if every one of us start holding 50,000 Dent tokens, and 5 million people does the same, that would take out 50 billion tokens straight away from the supply. So that's the reason I keep saying, emphasizing, this is not good, having most of the tokens having on the Binance exchange. So once that's this lot of travel ban gets lifted and people start traveling, we will see the number of tokens on the exchange sucked up and going into the app users. So that is the potential that Dent has possibly in the next 3 to 1 year time. So it has a probably a proper business use case for travelers, and it solves a problem as a business. Like it solves the international roaming problem. And then once you have video and chat features added to the mobile app, we are going to see more increase in the number of users of the app. So right now that's not happening because of the travel ban, and once the travel ban gets lifted, we are going to see at 328 million users, potential users, travelers buying eSIM. I'm not saying all the 328 million people are going to buy the eSIM from Dent Wireless. That's not going to happen. Let's be realistic here. So that at least we would see considerable 3% of that numbers buying Dent eSIM, and if they buy 5,000 DENT tokens for their top-ups, that is going to be taking out at least 50 billion tokens straight away from the supply on the Binance exchange. That's when we are going to see token price going to 50 cents and 20 cents. So until then, it is a speculation game that we are playing, but that's not going to be the same in the future. So that, and people can contribute by moving the tokens out of the exchange and having it in a cold wallet. That will contribute a lot, but no one is doing it, unfortunately. Let's accept the fact as it is, because we are seeing the Binance exchange wallets, they remain same as such. They are doing swing trades, and no one is pulling out the 10 tokens out from the exchange, which is pretty sad. But anyway, that's what it is. So I think we should not have um, any of the Dent tokens, because Dent is getting really valuable. So if that is the case, what's point of having it in the exchange? And remember, we don't have any reason to say why we don't have to put the ETH gas price has come down considerably. So it's no more we can say, okay, ETH gas price is so high, I don't want to move the tokens out from the exchange. We cannot say that anymore. So right now the token price, the gas price is considerably down. And another sign I would say is BTC dominance is coming down as well. So that is another positive indication that there we could see another altcoin run up, possibly. So let's watch out and see how it turns out. And it's a lot of interesting YouTube videos, YouTubers making videos about DENT tokens. So that is pretty good, and we need more people making YouTube videos and making some more predictions and attraction towards DENT. And yeah, thanks for watching, and have a good day.